Alrighty, Rescues Crypto Cave here. We are out in the shed, and we are going to take care of this broken power supply fan. Zapirate mentioned it in my video about a week ago, that this fan was not spinning, and then I noticed that it is broken, so it's kind of foobarred. So it's time to take the server apart, see how we fix the power supply, or take the power supply apart and get that fan fixed. Just because right now in the winter time it's probably not too big of an issue, just because there is this fan here blowing all through that whole section. But definitely when it gets warmer, it is definitely going to be an issue. If we look down in this guy, kind of hard to see, but that little guy is humming away. So I picked up, where the hell are they at here? Came from recommendation of Backwards Miner, because he's had this issue already with these Octominer cases, the power supply fans dying. They're 60mm by 60mm by 25, 12 volt dual ball bearing brushless fans. It's a 2-pack. I ordered two 2-packs, so I got 4 of them, just because if they continue to die, I will have some on hands, because they're not that expensive. So yeah, we're gonna take things apart and get these bad boys installed. Again, with all hardware and stuff. I'm not sure exactly what I'm gonna need, but first things first is we got to get that guy down, get her on the chair, and see what we need to take it apart. Looks like it just screws, but we'll get into it more. So we'll be right back once we get it down. Looking at this here, it might be just this screw and this screw holding that in, because these two screws don't go into anything. But I think these two are what's holding that puppy in place. So let's get them out and see what we look like. Alright, there was a third screw here. That went there, so there and there. That was it. 4 screws that hold the fan in, and I believe there should be 4 screws on the top of the power supply here. And that should be it. And that cover should lift off. And then we can get access to the fan. Got the cover off. Just had to double check because that wire was longer than I was expecting it to be. So it goes all the way back to here. And it should be long enough. Should have enough wire. That should be an issue, but at first glance I was like, ooh, that's a little long. So we just gotta get them 4 screws out and swap the fans out. Here is the old fan, and you can see that thing's all kind of blown apart in there. And then the way this was oriented, it was actually pulling air in, blowing it back through, which would then be fighting against this fan here, blowing through this way. So what I'm thinking about doing is with the new fan, having a new fan, where the hell is that arrow? There it is, that way, putting the fan this way and then blowing the air out. Just so it's not fighting that fan, which may have caused that one to fail because they were kind of just fighting against each other. So I'm going to see how that works, and we'll give that a whirl, and we'll go from there. I mean, I would think it should make more sense to do it that way. If anybody has any other opinions, let me down in the comments below. But it would seem like it'd be counterproductive to have this little fan blowing in, to have this fan blowing this way. I would think it should be sucking the air through, I think, anyway. But anyway, if you have any opinion on that, let me know. I mean, that was designed the other way, but it really doesn't make a whole lot of sense to have that fan forcing air through this way and having this little fan forcing air against it. It's going to be kind of a losing battle. So I don't know. That's why I'm going to set up. So like I said, if I'm a freaking idiot, let me know in the comments below. Got her all put back together, back in its place, screwed down, secured, everything buttoned up. So I'm going to put the lid back on, fire her back up, go inside, hop on a computer, make sure everything's still working the way it's supposed to be, and we should be good to go. Time to power her back up. Fans are spinning, airflow coming out. Yeah, should be good. I did disable the miner before I shut it down, so I'm gonna have to go inside and enable the miner. Actually, maybe I can even do that on my phone before I head in. So that way, by the time I get back in, we will be up and hashing, hopefully. Just pretty much logging in the MMPOS on my phone. Doing the rigs. Come on. Connection's not the greatest, but it should still be working. Okay, that updated. What? Brave browser. Good old LTE connection working out fantastic. Let's get this bastard on Wi-Fi. Alright. We're on Wi-Fi now. There we get in here. Miner disabled. Miner enabled. So now, by the time we get back in, we should be up and hashing. Alrighty, we're back in the house now, and we are up and hashing. We did have a little snafu. I did have to go back out, hard reset it, and then basically power off, power back on. And now it's working fine. So, not sure what that was all about, but whatever. We are up, hashing. Seems like it's running all right now, so we are good to go. So, and actually backwards miner actually hooked me up with some different overclocks for Ergo, get a little more hash rate, because I was hashing around 170 or so before. Got these bad boys up over 200. And there's the clocks there. 1305 core, 370 offset, plus 300 mem. So, not too shabby. So, pretty much everything is up and running on Ergo for the most part. I have a decent bag of Zealous. So I switched over, so I was building a bigger bag of Ergo, because I never really got to where I wanted to be anyway, so I figured might as well get some more of that and stack some more of that. So plus Ergo seems like it's been doing decent lately, so it's not doing amazing, but it is also not losing as much, because Zealous went from like $8 down to $5. So that was a pretty big drop. So we're hanging out in Zealous. Still got this one. Still got this CMP card rig on Telest AI, along with the 1660 Ti's, are also on Telest AI, and everything else is pretty much on Ergo. And then Random X to Unmineable on the 5900s, Varus. Might be switching this one over to the Unmineable, the Cardano. That's the 3700X rig, which is now what was originally a salad rig, turned into a Warthog rig. So that's where we are with that. So, but that's pretty much it for this video. I got that fan repaired. Seems like it's up and working pretty good, so no complaints. So I do have some spares for when they die again, because I'm sure they're eventually going to die again as well. So I do have some spares. I'll leave a link in the description below to Amazon that will show the fans that I purchase. And if you do click on it, I do receive a small commission. It helps the channel out. I greatly appreciate it. Doesn't cost you anything extra. So, alrighty. Till next video, we'll catch you later.